What is up, my friends? It's Ray back here, and if you have been following along here on the channel for maybe the past year or so, you know that I've become a huge fan of 360 cameras. Compared to other cameras out there, action cameras included, 360 cameras offer so much versatility and flexibility to capture the moments that matter most. Quick disclaimer before we continue on, I said this before and I'll say it again, I wrote 360 cameras off for a very long time because the ones that I used back in the day, they were always a hassle to work with, you know, stitching footage and all of that stuff. Now they become so good. They're a big part of my travels and the work that I do, mainly for two reasons. One, because they are super easy to work with, and two, they give you a unique perspective on normal everyday things that you just can't get with a traditional camera. Some of my favorite 360 cameras lately are from Insta360. I have the interchangeable 1RS Twin Edition, the all-in-one X3, and the high-end 1RS 1-inch 360 Edition. They are each very unique cameras, however, they are a lot more alike than they are different, and that got me thinking, which of these Insta360 cameras should you buy? I hope to make the answer to that question even easier with today's buying guide. Alrighty, so first up on deck we have the 1RS Twin Edition. As I mentioned before, the 1RS is a modular interchangeable lens camera system. Think of it as kinda like building your own camera. You have the 1RS core, which is the brains of the camera, the lens, and a battery base. The Twin Edition of the 1RS comes with two lenses, a 4K boost lens and a 5.7K 360 lens. The 4K boost lens kind of makes this camera like a GoPro, whereas the 360 lens obviously turns it into a 360 camera. Personally, I think it's that 360 lens that makes this camera shine. Regardless of which one you use though, the photo and video quality out of this thing is really good. What I love most about it though is how easy it is to upgrade. Not only can you swap lenses, but you can also grab a boosted battery base for longer battery life, add a cold shoe mount for lights and microphones, and so much more. The 1RS offers you a ton of versatility. The main downside to all of this is that you're gonna have to carry around a lot of gear, so if you're traveling, that could be a bit of an issue. If you can look past that, you are not going to be disappointed with the 1RS Twin Edition. Next up, we have the X3. I don't want to play favorites here, but the X3 is my favorite camera of the bunch. It has everything that you need to create amazing content built into a compact camera that's ready to go when you need it. From amazing 5.7K 360 video quality to fantastic battery life and much more, I feel like the X3 takes the best of all of these cameras and blends it into one. What's nice is that it also has the largest display of the bunch, which makes it so much easier to change settings, see what you're shooting, and all of that stuff. There's even a single lens 4K mode to use just one of the lenses. What's nice is that there's no need to swap lenses here like you would have to do with the 1RS. As good as the X3 is though, it's obviously not perfect. I don't think the photos are as crisp and sharp as the 1RS. It struggles a bit in low light situations, and you know, it just has a few little quirks here and there, but all things considered, the X3 is an incredible all-around camera to toss in your bag and travel around with. And last but not least is the 1RS 1-inch 360 Edition. This is Insta360's high-end premium, most expensive 360 camera that's a part of the 1RS system. The main difference with this one is that it has a huge 360 lens with two 1-inch sensors that were co-engineered with Leica. If you thought the X3 had a lot of glass on it, think again. This one by far takes the cake. Despite that, you're gonna get higher res 6K video quality out of this thing, and it is incredible, especially in lower light situations. I wouldn't say it's significantly better than the other cameras, but you know, you can definitely see that things are a bit sharper and more detailed here. Even though you can take this one apart just like the 1RS, the 1-inch 360 Edition very much feels like its own standalone camera. I never felt the need to take it apart and change it back to the standard 1RS action camera form. The main downfalls with this one is that the screen is very small and battery life isn't the best. You're only going to get about an hour and a half of record time. There's also a lot of glass here, so you do have to be more careful with this thing. When you're not using it, be sure to use the lens cap. Still, I think the 1RS 1-inch 360 Edition has the best video quality out of the bunch. If you want the sharpest of the sharp, this is going to be the camera to roll with. Just be prepared though, because it's not cheap. No matter which of these three cameras you decide to go with though, you'll get access to Insta360's incredible suite of software tools, the Insta360 app and the Desktop Studio app. These tools make editing the photos and the videos that you shoot with these cameras a breeze. X3s. These are what, in my opinion, make Insta360 cameras so amazing. For me personally, these are part of the reason why I'm so drawn to using their cameras. The editing tools that they offer are second to none. They're both user-friendly, easy to use with little to no learning curve, and you can even edit all your footage together in just a few taps thanks to their AI trickery. Gone are the days of 360 cameras being a hassle to work with. These things are so much fun to shoot with nowadays. So as you have been noticing throughout this buying guide, all three of these cameras are a lot more alike than they are different. All three of them do exactly the same thing, except they do it in a different way. So which one you choose, it ultimately comes down to the form factor you like, what features you need, and so on. If you want an interchangeable modular system that'll likely be expanded upon with more lenses and accessories, the One RS is gonna be the way to go. You can upgrade to a boosted battery base for longer battery life, add a cold shoe mount for microphones, lights, and things like that, and you'll also be able to pick up the 1-inch 360 edition kit without the cord to upgrade to that model if you want down the line. So in a way, the One RS is kind of like having multiple cameras in one. The downside to that, like I mentioned before, is that you're gonna have to carry around a lot of gear. On the flip side, if you want a camera that doesn't need to be put together, that's easy to use, and one that has everything you need built right in, the X3 is going to be the perfect camera for you. At the end of the day, no matter which of these things you choose, you are going to be getting an awesome camera that's going to give you a unique perspective on the world. If you haven't used the 360 camera before, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. These things are awesome. So that's about all I got for this buying guide, my friends. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you did and you liked what you saw, you know the drill. Be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button because it always helps out the channel. Also, don't forget to follow at Raymond Strazdas on Twitter and Instagram for much more. Until the next one, I will catch you guys later. Peace!